Good evening, fellers. It's for that time of the week for the post-Thanksgiving podcast. We had a little trimmer up here yesterday. As I was going to work, I slipped and fell down the back stoops and cracked myself a good one. I was in concussion protocol, but I still ended up at work and whatever. So, anyhow, news of the week. Big games this week. Nothing really close this past week. Everything was kind of a blowout. Me and Greg, 93-51 me, moves me to 7-5, Greg to 4-8. Brad and Kurz were in a good one. And Kurz ends up beating Brad 100-85. Moves Brad to 8-4 and Kurz to 5-7. Chris and Rickman beat the tar out of Chris 120-87. Jonesy slaughtered Tony 77-34. Wasn't a good week for the Isaac brothers all around. And Wade got murdered by Fish 80-51. Wasn't pretty at all there. A lot of big scores this week. For me, my Pittsburgh Triumphant did pretty good for me. With Roethlisberger getting 17, Bell getting 17, Antonio Brown getting 23. I basically put all my chips on the table on Thursday night and came out looking pretty good. So that was big plays for me. As for everybody else, a lot of other action going on. Brad was hoping for a big night out of Jordy Nelson, and that didn't quite go his way Monday night. For Kurz to get to the century mark, big plays for him. Brady got 20 for Brad, and Jay Ajayi 13 and 18 out of Beckham. Good week all around there, but just everybody else got single digits. For Kurz, Newton went off 25, Ezekiel Elliott 23, and Mike Evans 22. Those three right there make it tough on anybody, especially Mike Evans coming out of the woodwork with Tampa Bay. I'd never expected that against Seattle, so that was some big scores there. For Dennis, his big point maker this week, putting up 120, which is pretty daggum impressive in our league. For him, he had 36 points out of Drew Brees, 27 out of McCoy, 18 out of Sanders, 13 out of Williams, and even got 10 out of Delanie Walker. So his two low scores were LeGarrette Blount and the Vikings defense. Even Mason Crosby put up 9 for him. So really some big scores there. So we go into this week. Now's when it gets a little interesting to see how the playoffs will shake up. Some of you already know you're dead in the water. Some of you have a fighting chance. But we'll see how it plays out. Bear with me a moment. I'm having technical difficulties here. Let me just go to here. I want to bring up the standings to see where we're at so far. So, as the commissioner terms them, the terrible North. Tony's at 7-5. He's taking over first place. Wade is 6-6. He's hanging on to second. Jonesy is 5-7, hot start, and then cooled off real quick. Fish 4-8, he's out. Greg's 4-8, he's out altogether. Brad's got a stranglehold on the South at 8-4. Rickman is now in a tie with second place with me and Chris. And Kurz is at 5-7. He is all but eliminated. So Brad's got a hold on first place in the division, so that'll be interesting to see how it plays out this next week. And as we go into the new week here, if I can get my Kindle to work accordingly. Me and Chris have a tough matchup against each other this week. Chris and I, right now, I'm favored 105-93. That I never base the flea flicker predictions are horrific. They're never remotely close. Brad and Rickman's projected to be darn near a tie at 101 to 99. That's a pick 'em. Kurz and Fish, it's got Kurz winning easy. Jones and Whitaker, Wade's favorite 18. And Tony and Greg, the battle of the brothers, 63-55. Greg's favored there, but we'll see. Hopefully, we'll see everybody puts in a good lineup this week to make it interesting for the next week's playoff. I think playoffs start next week or the week after. So, it'll definitely get interesting. So, other than that, hope everybody's had a safe Thanksgiving. Be careful out there Christmas shopping and such. I know it gets crazy. My recommends is do it online. So, other than that, have a good week. I'll talk to you boys later. Bye.